Egal Talks Football, and we're back again with another video. Let's get this show started. Yes, people. What's going on? First and foremost, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for the birthday messages. Really do appreciate it. Everyone who's been sending all the messages across, I really do appreciate it. Now, let's get straight into the news, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot to talk about. First of all, we got to talk about Bukayo Saka has picked up an injury, and and Arteta has given us an update on the injury or the status of what was considered an injury after the Oxford United game. We also got an update on Mykhaylo Mudryk, and we now know the region of where the price will be, and reports are coming out that the deal will be done and come near the end of this week or potentially the beginning of next week. That's what their rumors are saying. Personally, for me, I think it's going to get dragged out a little bit longer than even that. I don't think we're going to sign him until closer to the maybe when the United game is going to be happening. Maybe around that time we'll be hearing more information on the signing. But right now, the fee has not yet been accepted. They're still working out some agreements. So let's get straight into everything. Hope everyone's well. As I see you guys rolling through, make sure you do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button also if you're new. But yeah, let's get straight into all the news. There's a lot to talk about. And I can see a lot of you guys rolling through. Big up, Steve, big up. Yes, and I am still not home yet. I'm currently still in, if you can see, I'm currently still in Malta. But yeah, big up Rich in the house. Next two games are big versus Spurs and Man United. Entertaining games, hopefully, 100%. But yeah, let's get straight into the news, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we begin? Where do we begin? There's only one place to begin. And that is the Mykhaylo Mudryk news. So let me just show you guys what the news entails. This is what the news entails. So this right here is what you guys need to know. And I would say the more important part is this part right here. The final fee could approach closer to the 100 million mark. The reason why I say this right here is because Arsenal have not spent that type of money on a forward ever before. This would be a record transfer fee, potentially, as reported. This would be closer. This would be more than the Nicolas Pepe money, if I'm not mistaken. So Great British pounds to euros. Let's see. So it would be 100 million euros. Near 100 million euros would be around the 88 million pounds mark. That's how much it would potentially cost us, and that's what Shakhtar want. So this is the situation at this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen. This is the situation at this moment in time. They're saying that the fee. They're saying that the fee, from a reliable source, also could be around the 100 million mark. That is what reports are saying. We should use that 100 million and put an extra million and get Jude Bellingham instead. Doesn't really solve all our issues if we go and solve. I still believe we're going to go and get a midfielder. I believe we're going to get a midfielder. And call me crazy. We could pull off a midfielder by the end of the window also. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal made two massive signings in January. That would call me crazy. We have heard stuff about Declan Rice. We have heard stuff about other people. But for now, the slower roll. Jude Bellingham is not our target. Our target is Mykhaylo Mudryk. And the rumor has it that Arsenal are in advance. The decision, it's advanced at this moment in time. Arsenal have won the race for the player. They've almost agreed a final fee, which is just the bonuses. The approach is near 100 million euros. The Kroenkes are making a big financial commitment at this moment in time, and this is wonderful news to hear. Okay, so at this moment in time, just to give you guys a quick little update for everyone who's jumping in, right? We're talking about the Mykhaylo Mudryk story. Arsenal have advanced in the race. Arsenal have advanced in the race for Mudryk. It looks like the deal is going to happen. It's just a matter of days and weeks. It's not going to be weeks anymore. It's just a matter of days before the deal is agreed, and it's going to be around the 100 million euros mark. that is what the Kroenkes are willing to spend at this moment in time. And it's good to see the Kroenkes actually putting their money where their mouth is, and they now want to financially back the club a lot more. And I love to see it. So the deal is almost agreed. We're just waiting for the financial package to be completely agreed. And Stan Kroenke and the boys, they are backing the club. They are actually putting their money where their mouth is. They're actually saying, for once, we are putting our money where our mouth is. And the Kroenkes have said to themselves, they need to go and chase this title. Now, you think this is a joke? These guys, the Kroenkes, I'm not one of these people who just backs the Kroenkes consistently. I've always been someone who said they need to prove more to us, but they are financially putting up a lot of money in this situation, and they are going to be making sure that we get this title over the line. If it means they're going to spend whatever it takes to get it done, it could mean that it's in itself. So yeah, just to show you guys one more time, an agreement has been reported by Get French Football. Get French Football reported that Arsenal have agreed the fee. Yes, Get French Football have reported that Arsenal have agreed the fee. It says Arsenal and Shakhtar Donetsk have agreed close to 100 million euros for the player. That is the reports that are coming out of France. Now, I think those reports coming out of France are corroborated by other report. Sorry, bug was in my face. Other reports that are coming out around everywhere else. So there is an agreement, 100 million euros agreement is being reported at this moment in time. Arsenal and Shakhtar Donetsk are close to an 100 million euros agreement. Now, this is what reports are saying, but here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. For now, hush hush. Hush, hush. Will Mudryk start immediately for you, Iga? I don't think so. What you have to realize is we don't really have too much squad depth overall in general. The reason why we're buying Mudryk is because he's an extremely young, talented player. He is one of the most talented players out there at this moment in time in his position. The amount of if you look at the statistical output that this guy produces, I know it's the Ukrainian league, but for what he brings to the table, this is a guy who gets you goals, who can get you assists, who's directly involved in the play from the build up to the finishing. He's an elite finisher. He can get assists. He creates chances for fun. He dribbles past players and makes them look like fools. And in addition to everything else that he offers, his age is a commodity in itself. The fact that he's only getting better. And is he older? Is he older than ESR? Let's find out. Mudryk. If I'm not mistaken, Mudryk and ESR are close in age. But the thing is, Mudryk is 22, and he just turned 22 on the 5th of January. ESR. Let's see. Pro Arsenal. Emil Smith Rowe is age is Emil Smith Rowe is 1 year older than him. Emil Smith Rowe is 1 year older than Emil Smith Rowe is 1 year. Emil Smith Rowe is 1 year older than him. But yeah, the Ega. Let's talk. Yeah, man. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, let's get back to the conversation at hand. So yeah, once again, I just want to say thank you for everyone for the birthday shout outs. Almost had like over 700,000 people, 700 people hit that like button on Twitter for that. That was amazing. But yeah, let's get straight into what Ben Jacobs had to say. Friend of the show, Ben Jacobs, as you guys know, he had a lot to say between saying that the talks have progressed Monday as reports. Now, I'm sick and tired of the talks progressing. When are we going to actually find out that it's done, that it's completed? Reports saying that it's going to be closer to the end of the week that we find out that anything is done. We're not going to find out anything's done until then. That's the reality. So we just have to be a little bit more patient with that situation, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, he's 22 years old. Yeah, he is 22 years old. So let's just read what he has to say. Positive talks took place between Arsenal and Shakhtar Donetsk Monday, as reported. Sources close to Mudryk say that he will be disappointed if the transfer does not happen in January. Chelsea have not placed any bids following the meeting with Shakhtar. And then Here's another report. Arsenal have since indirect in indicated direct via intermediates that they want to pay 100 million euros, but the structure and the deal discusses will be more important. Final number, Shakhtar will want a number up front. The second bid was under the 70 million euros value. Um, under told discussions offering will increase over the total and add-ons. So basically, this is just they're just discussing the final wages and everything else. But yeah, then we also speak about Joao Felix and some other stuff about Joao Felix. But I'm not really too into the Joao Felix stuff at this moment in time. What I want to tell you guys is we need to make this normal, where Chelsea fans and Chelsea people are going to make it seem like they didn't want Mudryk as they are doing right now. They're making it seem like they never were interested in Mudryk at all, which is a utter fabrication. They are now trying to say that they weren't interested in the player, hence because they've now moved for thing. But the reality is, Joao Felix rejected them, and they were only testing the waters to see if they could even get him because we were as heavily interested in the player than they were. The reason why they didn't want Joao Felix in the long run was because Joao Felix for a short time loan didn't really make sense as much as getting a player which is yours in the long run in a January window where if you can get a quality player like him, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you get a player like Mudryk? But this is actually a little bit of a deterrence. So this is what really happened. Mudryk said no to Chelsea, and he said yes to Arsenal. But Chelsea pundits are trying to say that Chelsea interest in Mudryk was just exploratory. So they're trying to say they were just exploring. They were never actually interested. They never had any interest to bid 80 million asking price. And they're a little bit of a surprise around ownership that there has been so much made of their interest in Mudryk. So what do we actually believe? What should we actually believe? That Chelsea were never actually interested in the player, or that or that they were just exploring the option and they were never really interested? Because in my opinion, what looks like happened is not what they're saying. What looks like happened is that the player told them he doesn't want to join them, he prefers to join Arsenal. Hence why a couple days prior the report came out that they wanted to ask him before making any bid. They asked him, where do you want to go? Do you want to come to Chelsea? And he said no. That's probably what happened. And the reason why that happened is because Chelsea currently are not looking good. They're very unorganized. They have a lot of injuries, and the team is not in a good state right now. And for you to be joining that club in a January window, it's not a healthy environment to be coming into, even if you spend that type of money. So I'm not here to make fun of Chelsea fans. I we Arsenal ourselves, we've been done with this. We wanted Martinez. Martinez chose Chelsea over us. He rejected us straight up. There's been plenty of players that have rejected Arsenal over the years, and I'm not one to hide away from it. I will blatantly say Arsenal got rejected. But Chelsea fans to say that they were never interested in the player ever is a blatant lie. You got rejected. And in the situation where Felix, we never actually bid for Felix. We never actually got rejected for Felix. We never were interested in paying the fees that they wanted. Hence why you can't be rejected from a player you never actually wanted to pay for. But in this situation, you were clearly interested in the player and now you're backing away from it. Same way where Arsenal backed away from the Martinez situation, even though we were actually rejected by the player. So this right here is media spin, PR. Don't listen to it. They are strictly trying to cover their asses for the fact that they got them asses handed to them by Arsenal, and they got stolen, the beat to the march by Arsenal, and the player doesn't want to come. Is the deal done? Is this true? At this moment in time, my friend, let me show you what they're saying, what is being said. This is what is being said at this moment in time. Arsenal and Shakhtar Donetsk are close to £100 million deal agreement, and this is, where's the other one? Oh, can't. Yeah, no, can't find it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to switch pages now. So yeah, that is what was being said. So the deal is close. The deal is close to being done. Sadly, the deal is never officially done until we see the player holding the shirt. But at this moment in time, we have reason to believe that the deal is a lot closer to being completed than it is to falling apart. Arsenal want the player wants Arsenal. The financial situation seems like it's there. The backing is there. We just need to wait. We just need to wait and have a little bit of patience, because I know it's difficult, but in the January window, where there's not too much time to get everything done, we look like we're going to be trying to get everything done before the middle of January. Then we can turn our focus to a midfielder. Then we can turn our focus to another position. That would be crucial if we could do that. We can then turn our focus to another position. But ladies and gentlemen, there's some other news that we need to tell you, what we need to tell you guys about. So yeah, so so yeah, just to let you guys know, this is another story that we need to show you guys. So Chelsea sending out messages, no major interest in Mudryk, but close sources at Stamford Bridge confirmed that they are bitter and disappointed that Shakhtar Star refuses to pick up their calls. Bowley, yeah, man. Nah, this is banter. This can't be real. This can't be real. This can't be real. This has to be banter. This has to be banter. This has to be banter. Someone's bantering Chelsea that Bowley didn't want to pick up their calls. How good was Tomiyasu, by the way, the other day? How good was Tomiyasu? Also, if you guys don't know, Eddie Nketiah has been trending over the last couple hours, based on based on how athletic he's become and how he's physically transformed his body. Eddie Nketiah has been trending for this transformation that he made from 2019 to 2020. The guy has become absolutely ripped, and people are just saying Eddie Nketiah, he's showing now what he was capable of as a young up and coming star, and they're just very happy at the club and how he's performing, and happy with the decision to give him the shirt number that they gave him, and the fact that they kept him when a lot of people were thinking that we were going to let him go. And the fact that we kept him and he's performing the way that he is just testament to the fact of his work ethic and everything that he has. So shout out to him. Um, 1 second, and then I'm gonna go to the midfield. You guys are jumping ahead too much. Just to let you guys know, Miguel Aziz is also gone on loan to Wigan. Just to give you guys quick updates on other people and what's going on around the club. Arsenal have loaned out Miguel Aziz to Wigan. Um, Clearly, they don't think he's of the level to play for Arsenal yet, or else he wouldn't have gone on loan in uh, successive times at this moment in time. Because let's be honest, he's not gotten a kick in the Europa League. He's not gotten an opportunity at all. It just looks like Miguel Aziz is not gonna. Arsenal's viewing him as a development player to send out on loan and potentially sell. I don't think he has a long term future at the club. Big up Iga. This channel rocks, my friend. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Um, we need to sign the Danilo, the Brazilian. Danilo has agreed to a deal to go to Nottingham Forest. Danilo is joining Nottingham Forest. He is no longer an Arsenal target. He will be joining Nottingham Forest. Yes, Danilo will be joining Nottingham Forest. It's hard to believe, but he will be joining Nottingham Forest. Yes, Nottingham Forest. Danilo will be joining Nottingham Forest. It's crazy to think. Let me show you guys. Yeah. So Danilo has agreed. Danilo has agreed. Nottingham Forest have made a move for Danilo of 18 million pounds. Yes, and the guy is going to be joining. The guy is going to be joining Nottingham Forest. So Danilo is off the table. That's not going to be happening. He's going to be joining. He's going to be joining Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest will be making their 30th signing of the window of the year. These guys are absolute nut jobs. Wagwan, my guy. Big up. Hope you're well. Thank you for the message. That's a bad career move. Going to Forest definitely is, especially when he had clubs like Ajax. He had clubs like what do you call it, Monaco. He had clubs like Arsenal all coming after him. Now he's going to Nottingham Forest. I don't get the decision to go to Nottingham Forest. If you want to play in the Premier League, there's a plethora of clubs that will come and sign you. Why go to Nottingham Forest? I don't know. Happy birthday. Thank you always for cracking down. Great content, streams 3 times or more. Uh, Streaming 3 times or more than the most. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. He's gonna stop them from being relegated. LOL. He's not gonna be able to stop them from being relegated. Where is the Todd B hijacking? Todd B. You gotta laugh. Anyways, enough about that guy. Let's get back to update on Bukayo Saka's injury, ladies and gentlemen. Update on Bukayo Saka's injury. I was very shocked to hear that Bukayo Saka picked up an injury versus Oxford United. But the good news or the bad news? Good news, Bukayo Saka's fine. Bukayo Saka's going to be okay. Mikel Arteta spoke about the injury, and the reports came out that Bukayo Saka is going. Mikel Arteta confirmed that Bukayo Saka is going to be fine. He picked up an injury in the 73rd minute of the game against Oxford United. Yes, Bukayo Saka picked up an injury in the 73rd minute against Oxford United. Tottenham fans were beside themselves celebrating the fact that he picked up an injury before the North London derby. But I think Bukayo Saka is going to be absolutely fine. Mikel Arteta confirmed by saying Bukayo Saka is fine after the game, going after he went off injured. So there you go. That is the update on Bukayo Saka's injury status. He is perfectly fine. He came out of the game due to precautionary reasons. He was not actually injured. It was just a precautionary reason. Yes, Bukayo Saka is a machine. He does what he wants when he wants to come off. Iga consistently reporting deals are done as they are don't happen. I'll believe Danilo to Forest when Fabrizio says. Okay. I can only report on what I'm being told. Danilo to Forest is not actually done. At this moment in time, they've just bid for him. It's not done that he's going there. It's just they've bid for him. So 18 million pound bid has gone in to Palmeiras for the player. If somebody else wants to come in and match it, he can go somewhere else. It's probably going to take until the end of the window before that deal is completed. That is the reality on that situation over there. Is there anything else that needs to be said? Okay, so let's go through some of these other things that we need to talk about. So, what else do we need to talk about? Stan Kroenke, we already spoke about that. Um, let's see what's here. Um, FA are doing an investigation. No, that's not it. We've already spoken about that one. We haven't spoken about the the that one. We haven't spoken about this one. We haven't spoken about. Okay, so what do you guys want to speak about first? Manchester City's ridiculous swap deal, or um, or Ben White? No. Do you guys want to talk about Manchester City's ridiculous swap deal, or do you want to speak about Arsenal potentially signing another midfielder very, very soon? Let me know in the chat what you guys would prefer to talk about. In the meanwhile, I'm going to tell you guys that be careful. Be careful in the UK because police are going to be knocking on 1,000 doors to stop Premier League from Premier League fans from doing a madness. They're gonna be trying to stop Premier League fans from doing a madness, and it is actually crazy what they're trying to do. So they're gonna be going door to door over the next coming days. You're gonna have Premier League police going to people's homes to try to stop illegal streams, and it's just crazy. Like they really are cracking down on people who are watching streams illegally after this situation. So yeah, people want to hear about the swap deal. You guys want to hear about the swap deal? Yeah, let me know which one you guys want to hear about because we're going to talk about them. So yeah, police to knock on 1,000 doors over illegal football streams as an operation raid following he's goal strike out. So they're going to be going around stopping people from doing that. You know what? You can actually watch games legally by streaming if you get a VPN. Yeah, get a VPN, and you can pay for Peacock in America, or you can pay for some of those other stuff. It's straight up fascism. We'll have to wait and see. But honestly, I don't think they're actually going to do anything. Let's be honest. They're too busy worrying about other things to be going around knocking on people's doors to tell them stop watching Southampton versus Newcastle. You know what I mean? Who's gonna knock on doors telling people stop watching Southampton versus Newcastle? I don't think it's gonna happen. But we're gonna wait and see. Let's see if they actually do anything. Next thing you know, they're gonna knock on my door. I don't watch things illegally though, so I'm good. But yeah, when it comes to the next thing that I want to show you guys, okay, let's talk about the swap deal. The swap deal is dumb. It is actually the dumbest transfer story I've heard in weeks. Probably the dumbest transfer story I've heard in weeks. But let's talk about it. This is the dumbest transfer story I have heard in a long time. It's actually a joke. It's actually hilarious. Manchester City are tempting to try to transfer, are tempting to try to secure Bukayo Saka away from Arsenal using Jack Grealish. What the fuck? Are these guys what are they smoking? What the hell are they smoking over there in Manchester? Like, these guys are on drugs. I wouldn't actually trade. I wouldn't even try. I wouldn't even do Foden for Saka, and they're trying to give us Jack. Are they dumb? Are they dumb? It's actually so funny. It's actually so funny. It's actually so funny. Like, what makes you think Arsenal's going to get rid of our one of our stars, one of our best players? The these people who make these articles are actually hilarious. And you know what? Fair play to Jason, because he didn't write the article. He just spoke about it. Some guy named Lewis Olham wrote the article, and he said that reports Manchester City are willing to sacrifice Jack. Listen, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this article. You guys are gonna get a good laugh out of this. I'm gonna read this. You guys just sit back, relax, and laugh, because it's actually so funny. Big up to Mustafa in the house. So what it said is Man City are reportedly willing to sacrifice Jack Grealish so they can sign Arsenal's sensational Bukayo Saka in a swap deal. The transfer rumored a whopping Jack Grealish signed for what the hell? The stupid audio music shit messed up my thing. Now I'm worried that I'm gonna get copyright for that stupid music. But yeah, anyways, so long story short, they're trying to say we're gonna do a straight swap deal and give us money. So are they dumb? Like, what do they have something? Do they have a screw loose in their head to think that we're gonna, because he's cost 100 million, we would give them Saka plus, like, they want to pay like 20 million plus Jack Grealish for Saka? Are they dumb? Bukayo Saka's worth Jack Grealish plus like 80 million at this point. That's what Jack Grealish is worth. Jack Grealish is worthless at this point, especially with the way that City play. His value just drops every single week. But yeah, we got 180 people watching and only 50 likes. Come on. Big up Thunder Roads every time. The guys doing mod work 24/7. Really do appreciate him. Big up Khalid, Mustafa, all the mods in the house, and big up everybody who's watching. Make sure you guys do hit that like button. It takes a second. It takes an absolute second. We only have 55 likes. You guys can smash that like button right now. It's absolutely free. Please do. Please do smash that. I'm not even swapping Foden for Bukayo Saka. That is a fact. Why would I swap Foden for Bukayo Saka at this moment in time? I don't think there's any reason for me to swap any Arsenal player at this moment in time for you know what? There is somebody I would swap. There is somebody I would swap. Let me tell you guys. What do we do about this guy? What do we do about this guy right here? Because he's a problem. He's a problem. He's not developing. He's not developing at the level that we need him to. He's not getting any better. Every time I watch him play, I feel like he's just some guy who we put in an Arsenal kit to go play in the midfield because his performances are that bad. Like, what is up with him? What is up with Lokonga? Like, is Lokonga any good? Honestly, is Lokonga any good? What is he good at? What is Lokonga good at? Honestly, we got frauded. We got frauded. Lokonga was a fraud deal. Like, what is he good at? The guy runs around. I see him play 1-2 passes. He has no confidence at all. We need to get this guy out of here on loan or something. Get him in another kit as soon as possible. Because if he stays with us and plays and kicks one ball for us, that game we could lose it. He can't play ball for us. Anytime he plays, anytime he kicks ball, we could potentially lose. We gotta stay clear. Lokonga on loan, yeah, loan him out to Burnley, 100%. Loan him out to Burnley. Loan him out. Get him somewhere else. I don't like. I don't dislike the guy. I just don't think he's good enough to play for Arsenal at this moment in time. Lokonga is a liability, guys. Lokonga is a liability. He played yesterday versus Oxford United and couldn't handle it. He couldn't do it against Oxford United. How the hell is he going to do it in the Premier League? How? It's absolutely harsh, but the reality is, if you have to sell, keep, or loan Lokonga, what are you guys doing? Let me know. Let me know. I think that's the poll question for today. Let me know what you guys are doing. Sell, keep, or loan Lokonga. Let me know, because I don't know what to do with the guy. I think we gotta sell him. I think we gotta sell him and put a buyback clause or loan him out in January. Get him out of here. Just make sure come February 1st, he's not in the squad, because the guy is useless. At this moment in time, he's useless to us. Mohamed El-Neni was injured. We couldn't even play him. I would play Ben White in DM before I play him. Ben White is not a DM. You know what? Lokonga Curtis Jones swap deal benefits both teams. Take him. 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 No, I'm overdoing it a little bit. Iga, wow, I can't say that. That's harsh. Just Tomiyasu DM ahead of him. Zinchenko DM ahead of him. Everyone DM ahead of him. Put me in DM. No. I'm not a DM. I'm a left winger. But yeah, for now, Lokonga, get some confidence, go on loan, come back a better player. That is what we need from Lokonga. At this moment in time, that is what we need from Albert, Sambi, Lokonga. So yeah, the next thing I'm about to show you guys is interesting. The next thing I'm about to show you guys is interesting. Rice, baby. Dum 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 vanilla. Ice, baby. Dum dum dum. You guys know Rice. You guys know Declan Rice. Declan Rice, Basmati Rice, the Rice Meister. Yes, I feel Declan Rice at Arsenal could happen. Now, my question to you guys is simple. Declan Rice has been followed by Chelsea Football Club for a while now. He's a former Chelsea Academy player. Are you guys concerned that he would go to Chelsea over Arsenal? Is this another situation where Arsenal might have their eye on a player, but he might end up somewhere else? Could that be the case? Because he is a former Chelsea. Both clubs are interested in signing the guy. Chelsea most likely will have to wait until they could actually sign him with the Enzo money. With the money that they're offering to get Enzo, they could potentially sign him right now. But here's my take. Right? Here's what I'm thinking. Because I'm seeing reports about a week ago where I was hearing reports about a week ago that we could do a bunch of stuff. So this was about a week ago, right? Arsenal were eyeing Arsenal were eyeing a huge move. Let me just make sure you guys can see this. Let me make sure you guys can see this. So Arsenal were eyeing a huge move for the guy about a week ago, right? So the reports were coming out. Arsenal reporting eyeing a huge move for Declan Rice um, uh, from West Ham United in the summer of 2023, right? According to Ben Jacobs, Arsenal discussed interest in Rice, and Sports Illustrated's Philip talks about it on the Chelsea podcast. Wrongly for West Ham fans, Jacobs is the first journalist to suggest West Ham could sign Lucas Paqueta in the summer. So he's the same person who confirmed that signing in the past, right? And he's the first person to say Arsenal could make a big money move for Declan Rice. Now, reports coming out that some people in the West Ham ends are stating that this could potentially come to light. Arsenal could potentially make the signing of Declan Rice, and it could even happen in January. The possibility of it happening in January, I don't know. But at this moment in time, Declan Rice to Arsenal is heating up, and I would keep an eye on it as an Arsenal fan. I would keep an eye on the potential. Former Arsenal and Chelsea player urging people to certain people urging Declan Rice could be joining Arsenal, or he could be joining Chelsea by the end of this January. West Ham don't know if they want to keep him until the end of the year. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds crazy. Declan Rice is going to cost a lot of money, but at this moment in time, people saying this illegal streaming thing got me worried. Don't worry, man. Just get a VPN, get Peacock from America, and you watch all your games, including the 3 p.m. games, and it's not illegal. It's legal. But yeah, me and my guy gonna way back ask, dude. Yeah, big up to you, man. But yeah, so at this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, the Declan Rice to Arsenal thing is real, and I am thinking Arsenal sign Rice before the end of this window, and we get Mudryk and Rice. Yo, we won this league. We won this league. Like there's no debate. We won this league. Now, Chelsea fans don't. So a lot of Chelsea fans don't even want Rice. A lot of Chelsea fans don't even want Declan Rice. Some Chelsea fans that I hear about, they would rather stay far away from Declan Rice. Some people would even want Musa Caicedo ahead of Rice. But I'm telling you, he can play both positions. Yes, he's going to cost a lot of money, but also the English quota. Another factor you can't forget. The more quality English players you have, the less you have to worry about the English quota. And the English quota just gets more and more. In the next couple of years, they might make it that you have to have more squad players in your first team or in your squad. How much will Declan Rice cost? 80 million? I never thought about that. Let's see. Rice. Declan Rice. Declan Rice. Price tag. Don't forget, this guy's only 23 years old. Declan Rice is only 23 years old. That's crazy. I forgot this guy is so young still. Declan Rice is only 23 years old. The guy has one child. A guy has a child too. Guy's a father, like 23-year-old, and he's a father. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Declan Rice has been given a bad stigma and a name, in the sense that he transfers and players are overpriced in today's market. But because his contract is up in 2024, we could get him for a reasonable deal. How much do you think we're going to have to pay? I think a lot of you guys are right. 70 to 80 million. Reports are 80 million euros. But I think he would have to go for around 80 million pounds. That's the reality. So Declan Rice, Arsenal, last time I heard was 80 something. I heard 88 million. That's what I was hearing. Yeah. So yeah, there. So this is what I was hearing from the West Ham news thing about 4 days ago. About 4 days ago, they were saying huge West Ham blow as Arsenal reportedly chased the 88 million pound world-class star Declan Rice. They're calling Declan Rice world-class. So the reports are coming out from the Sun and the Daily Mail. We can only take those with a grain of salt. But at this moment in time, if Arsenal are able to sign him in the summer for 88 million, what's stopping them from trying to bid that in January? What's stopping them? We would then have the options of Xhaka, Rice, Partey. You'd have Odegaard, Fabio Vieira, Mohamed El-Neni. You'd have 6 midfield options. It could be something. Could be something. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna have to end this video here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I won't be doing another video. I'll try to do another video tomorrow if I can, if there's anything to talk about, of course. But for now, the plan is Saturday to do the Tottenham Arsenal preview, Friday to do the Premier League predictions, and then I'm going to be on Dabs' channel, Never a Foul Friday. I'm probably going to do another thing tomorrow if I can, if there's anything to talk about, of course. I'm not going to waste your time and talk about absolutely nothing. But so yeah, just to keep you guys updated, Bukayo Saka could be is perfectly fine. Declan Rice to Arsenal could potentially happen. Keep an eye out on it. Mudryk is close to being done. As we already know, the deal is going to happen. What else is there that I spoke about? Oh, Azzez has gone on loan to Azzez has gone on loan to Wigan. Danilo is no longer joining Arsenal. The legal streaming thing, be careful, guys. Just be careful. And then yeah, so that's it. And the Kroenkes are going to be investing big in January. So for now, we'll keep your eyes on that. And yeah, I'm gonna be around. I'm still here in Malta on vacation. I don't know if you guys can see the view. Can you see it or no? Or you can. Let me try to get you guys to see it. Disconnected. My computer got disconnected. But yeah, this is. Let me see if I can connect. If you guys can see that. No. Can you guys see that? But yeah, anyways, don't know people. We're out of here. Peace.